What's up, everyone? Shakiel Mahjouri here for CBS Sports, and you know who this is. He fights Michael Venom Page in the co-main event of UFC Riyadh on Saturday, coming off of one of the best knockouts you will ever see. Shara Bullet, how are you?
Good, everything is good. Shara Bullet, the pirate is here.
The pirate is here. And before we get to the fight, I saw this video, and I'd just like you to explain to me what's happening, okay?
Расскажи, он говорит, это настоящее видео или нет?
Ну да, настоящему мастерской точили локти. У меня локоть даже чуть покоцался и поцарапался.
Yeah,
Ну,
yeah, that was real. That was sharp. We were sharpening it in a special place, and I even had a little scratch in my elbow from then.
How does that
это было
feel?
промо к моему бою.
It was a promo for a fight of mine.
How does that feel doing that?
Ну, я дрался тогда с Бруно Силой, у него была очень крепкая голова, и я очень много локтей нанес по нему, и мои локти все равно болели после боя.
I was fighting against Bruno Silva, and he's got a really tough head. So, I threw a lot of elbows in his head, and after the fight, my elbows really still hurt, even though I had them sharpened well before the fight.
Okay. Now, you are the pirate. You sought the biggest treasure in the UFC. You challenged Israel Adesanya. But how surprised were you when Michael Venom Page called you out on social media?
Я очень сильно обрадовался, и для меня это было большим подарком, что он откликнулся на это. И он попал в мои пиратские сети, и теперь он в глубоких водах, и 1 февраля я буду брать его на абордаж.
I was very excited and very happy that he was the one who actually responded to the call out. I was very honored that he was the one who said yes. But now he's in my pirate's net. He's now going to be taken over. I'm going to take him over. The pirate knows who he is, and he's going to be taken down.
MVP was very respectful of your talents as a striker, but he believes that your striking is something he's seen many times before and that he can knock you out within 15 minutes. What is your assessment of the fight?
Я следил за его карьерой, и я знаю, что он не встречался с такими парнями. Для него будет большой сюрприз в клетке, когда он поймет, с кем он встретился и что его ждет. Когда
I
он все
followed his
поймет,
career.
уже может... Когда он все поймет, уже будет поздно.
I've followed his career pretty closely, and I'm pretty sure that I can say with confidence that he's never seen a striker like myself before in front of him. And what's going to happen is he's going to see me in front of him, and he's going to realize that I'm going to be quite a puzzle for him to solve. Once he realizes how to solve it, it's going to be way too late for him, unfortunately.
If I'm not mistaken, you got your visa, your American visa last year. I've seen you train at American Top Team in the past. Are you planning to, did you train at all in America for this fight? And do you plan on spending more and more time in the US to sort of train with some of these top guys from America?
Да, я был в Америке, но я ездил для съемок фильма. Я хотел там потренироваться, но мне назначили бой с Алексейчуком, Михаил Алексейчук, и я сразу улетел оттуда в Дубай, чтобы пройти акклиматизацию и быть готовым на месте.
Yeah, I've traveled to the States, and the reason I went there because I had a movie role that I have to do. I was in a movie, and I planned to train in America, but I really haven't that much because while I was still there, I got a fight scheduled with Mikhail Alexeychuk, and so I had to leave there quickly to go to Dubai to start my training camp.
Okay. Do you think fighting in the US will ever be a reality for you? I know it's difficult with the commissions.
Я думаю, да, это уже мой 5-й бой. Они увидели, что они тоже с этим свыкнутся, и я думаю, UFC, может, не ждали, и я захвачу эти берега.
I
Слышно,
think so. Да, слышно. I think so. I think that this is my 5th fight now in the UFC. I think sooner or later they will get in line. They'll understand understand that, I'm an asset, and I'm sure the UFC is also going to do whatever they can in order for that to happen. So very soon I will also conquer the American shores as well.
Well, and your success in the octagon speaks for itself. What are some of the tweaks that you have to make in the way you approach a fight to factor in your injured eye? I mean, obviously it hasn't deterred you from being successful, but what about your style has to be changed to accommodate that?
В Америке больше всего я должен потянуть английский язык, потянуть какие-то навыки, которые тяжело потянуть в России, в Дагестане, там, которые специалисты там есть. Я знаю, много есть тренировок, которые вроде смотришь, они как бы не пригодятся как будто в клетке там, но они очень полезны для спортсмена, и очень большое знание науки вложено там.
The biggest thing that I have to improve on is English. Once I improve English, then my way to America is pretty much open. And then there's also a lot of coaches in America that are very interesting. If you look at them, they don't really seem like much. They don't seem like they're somebody who can really help you in America, in a fight rather. But what happens is they have all these different skills and all these different experiences that they possess. That when they share them with you, they make you a much better fighter.
I know you've called out Michel Pereira in the past. Was that ever fight considered by the UFC, and is it something that you're still interested in?
Да, мне было бы интересно, но он сейчас ниже меня в рейтинге, и у него последнее поражение. Когда я его вызывал, он поднял хвост и не реагировал никак, и не принял мой вызов. Дрался с другим бойцом, который выше него в рейтинге, и проиграл этот бой. А сейчас он ниже меня в рейтинге, и это он должен теперь хотеть со мной драться.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see my skills versus his skills for sure. I'm interested in that fight. But when I was calling him out, he was above me in the rankings, and so I wanted to fight him, and he kind of made a stink about the fact that he didn't even notice it because he was above me. Now he had that fight, he lost it, and now I'm above him in the rankings, and so now it's him who's going to have to want to have this fight with me, and I'll think about if I want to accept it.
You've made so many fans in the UFC with your exciting style, but I do see some people who have this idea that you're a bad person. They talk about the incident at the mall and you kicking your opponent in jiu-jitsu. How do you feel about this sort of reputation that you have as a bad person in MMA?
Знаете, как не все в мире люди хорошие, и не факт, что они такие хорошие ангелы все, которые мне так обвиняют в чем-то. И пусть обвиняют, если они такие хорошие все, пусть будут такими, я буду плохим парнем для них.
Not everybody is so good in the world. Not all these people that potentially might have something to accuse me of are good people themselves. If that's what they have to kind of blame me and think that I'm a bad guy, and they're so cut and dry and nice and happy, then fine. They could be good, and I could be the bad guy to them. I don't care.
Okay. Well, thank you for addressing that. I appreciate it. Last thing here before we let you go. You called Israel Adesanya out after your last fight. He'll be headlining this weekend's card. Can we expect that you'll push for that Izzy fight again if you beat Michael Venom Page?
Да, я иду за этим. Я хочу вызвать Marvin, Vettori и Израиля Adesanya.
Yes, this is what I'm hunting. I'm going for the win, and then I want to call out Marvin, Vettori, and Israel Adesanya.
Okay.
Это два вызова, которые имеют смысл. Адесanya лучший ударник, Марвин Vettori хороший борец, и серьезный оппонент, итальянский гладиатор, с кем я могу доказать, что моя борьба не самая худшая.
These two things, they make sense to me, these two call-outs, because Adesanya is a great striker and Vettori is a great wrestler, and he's a gladiator from Italy, and so I want to show against him that my wrestling is not bad at all.